Testing. Okay, great. I'm back. So let's go right into it. So it's a new week. We always start with our weekly analysis. So first thing we always check seasonality. So I was looking at this earlier. You can see that now we're in November. So early November we expect a rally and then a pretty decent retracement. I think that happened this week. I mean, by this week I mean like last week it happened, right? And then now we are technically expecting a chop. Okay, so that's the seasonality. So we saw the rally in week 1 November because of the election. Week 2 was a retracement, and week 3 the seasonality might likely end up a console. Alright, so if we're expecting consolidation this week, how do we deal with it? Okay, so let's take a look. First thing is, after looking at seasonality, I'm going to go straight into the news first. Basically, I'm just looking out for all the USD stuff. Okay, all the yellow one, not so interested. All the orange one, not quite as well. Okay, the ones that I'm interested in are for USD and red folder. Sometimes I also take a look at all the GBP ones, because, well, UK is still pretty big, right? Yeah, so there is something on Wednesday for GBP. Then yeah, so after looking at the news, I'll write down which are the days with the news. So first thing, we saw the unemployment on Wednesday, I mean on Thursday. We technically do have the GBP CPI at 2 a.m. and then finally on Friday we have this PMI at 9:45, and we also have UOM. So you can see that UOM is an orange folder event, but I usually put it in because I tend to see some move during that timing. Yeah, I mean on the day with red color USD news, I'll probably just ignore all this Euro and GBP news. Yeah, it may be relevant to you, but to me, I'm pretty much just looking at the bigger ones for GBP if it ever appears. Same for Euro. Okay, so in terms of the news, I think this is what we will see for this week. So Monday and Tuesday is pretty nothing. So let's proceed with the charts. So again, we always go top down. Let's start with the monthly. So we are somewhere in the almost pretty much mid-month. Yeah, we can see that actually price went above the monthly high already for both NQ and ES. So right now it is pulling back after drawing the high, right? The question becomes, are we expecting price to go further, or are we expecting price to reverse? So on the monthly chart, nothing much to say because price already did what it's supposed to do, right? It already reached the BSL here. Same here. BSL as in buy side liquidity. Right? So if it's done both, I have nothing much to expect at the moment. I want to see whether there is any clue in the lower time frame. By lower time frame, I mean anything lower than a monthly. Okay? So yeah, monthly, nothing much. So I'll just put here price already drawn. Okay, proceed down to weekly chart. So it's a new week open, so usually I will shift my weekly open to the newest week candle. Same here. Okay, so one thing I was thinking about, but I didn't say, or I didn't even come online anyway, right? What I was thinking was this: the fact that last week candle actually drawn this swing high here, right? Drawn as in like price reach there and go beyond it. Touching it also count. So example, the price here, if you look at the top, the high of this candle is 21237.75, right? When I say draw, I mean that price literally touch that level, right? So if let's say this candle go all the way up and hit this exact same price level, I consider that as drawing the price level. Okay, what happened that week once it closed is that I see that the weekly candle drawn the level and then wick it. Okay, when I see this, my expectation was that, hey, actually there's a good chance that price can retrace lower because price wick that high. So I mean, this is a hindsight bullshit, you might think, but the fact that this wicked this high made me feel this could be more bearish than bullish. Okay, if I change the scenario, if let's say this candle actually closed above this high on a weekly time frame, then my expectation is that, oh, actually price could have gone higher. Okay, so the fact that this candle wick this high actually opens up the following week to be more bearish. Yeah, this is how I would interpret it. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, so we are way past that. We are now looking at this new wick candle here. So on the weekly chart, what did we see? I'm not bearish yet. Why? Because what happened here is just that price just retraced. There's no sign that it is bearish at all. Okay, it will be bearish in my opinion. It will really be bearish if let's say even the weekly chart closed below this swing low. Yeah, if that happens, I might be starting to look for more shorts. Okay, otherwise right now this is just a retracement. Yeah, if it's just a retracement, I'm not looking to go and short very heavily or what. Yeah, so I'm in fact still looking at whether, one, does the seasonality play out and just going to be chop, and two, if let's say even if it's chop, I would prefer to go long than to go short because there's nothing bearish here. It's at best neutral slash bullish. Okay, so this candle here, this long weekly candle here, doesn't make it bearish because there's the down close candle. Nope. The fact that I have a down close candle just makes me a bit more aware that, you know what, it is not immediately bullish, but a retracement is perfectly fine. Okay, so weekly, I'll write like this. Last week was a down close candle. Yes, thank you. Like a retracement, and I am not bearish until price closes below one swing low on 4th November, yes, or 28th October, thank you. I am neutral slash bullish on, I mean I just neutral slash bullish on both. Okay, yeah, that is for the weekly chart. So one thing I like also, I mean not so relevant, but I think it's useful enough, is the fact that you see this weekly went down and it wicked this down close candle. Yeah, this to me looks okay. That means it's like, oh, price respecting this level. That's nice. Yeah. Yep, so yeah, that's the only conclusion I can draw from here. I like the fact that this portion is a wick after touching this high. Does it mean that it's going to shoot up from here on? No, not likely. What I would expect is price to draw this, last week's candles low, and then we go higher after that. Yeah, if it happens and then price wicked it on the daily chart, right, then that is very favorable to go long after. Okay, so that's for the weekly. Let's look at daily. So one thing that need to be careful about for the daily is the fact that Friday was a rather large range. Okay, the fact that Friday is a rather large day, large range, means that I don't expect Monday to be another large range. It's rare, not say cannot, but it's just rare. So would I want to play out a rare scenario whereby I expect Monday to start moving a very wide range again? No, don't expect that. In fact, it will be better to assume that price might just want to consolidate. Yeah. One thing I would like to see, if it happens, is that this low, this Friday low, will not be drawn until maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah. The later we draw this, the better it is, right? Because I'm expecting price to maybe draw. I know there's news, right? Just now we saw that there's news on Thursday or Friday. I would even like to see, right? The later that we draw this low, that means maybe on until Wednesday or Thursday, preferably until Tuesday at least, right? So Monday can be chopping, Tuesday can be chopping, or Tuesday start moving lower, drawing this low, and then close maybe like this, right? So if Tuesday itself did this, then I am more inclined to maybe take a long from there. Yeah, but the thing is, I don't want Monday to reach this. Okay, the fact that if it happens, then I'm actually less inclined to go long. So what's the logic of thinking like this? On the daily, it just look like, last Monday close week above, then after that the whole week just close lower, right? But if I look at it on a weekly chart, this is the weekly low, right? This low here, you look at the price here, which is 5876.75. That is the low of that week's candle, right? I want to see price drop below this weekly candle's low, respect it maybe on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and then that gives me opportunity to maybe go long after that. Yeah. So this is a discount array. This is a discount level, right? Below this weekly low is a discount level. How low can it go past this low? It can even go to the open of this. Okay, so there is a few levels that I'm interested to see. Price can go below this low and then draw here, this 5857, maybe on Tuesday, Wednesday, then after that it goes higher. If that happens, I will go long. That means I'll become slightly more bullish. Okay, otherwise, there's nothing in here that make me think that I want to go short at the moment. Okay, back to the daily chart. So I digress a bit. So again, Friday. Note that Friday was a large range. Hence, don't expect Monday or even Tuesday, who knows, to be large range as well. Combined with the fact that this week seasonality is choppy, we might really see choppiness until there's news, like on Thursday. Okay, so let me say that again. Expectation is seasonality this week is choppy, right? And given that Friday is also a large range, all the more I expect that maybe Monday or Tuesday can be choppy also. If it happens, good, right? And then I know that there's news coming on Thursday. Note that this GBP news is UK, right? So the USD one that I'm interested in is actually on Thursday or Friday, right? So if price actually chop for 3 days straight, that would be interesting. Okay, but my expectation is maybe chop Monday likely, Tuesday got chance. Okay, Wednesday is gonna go below and draw out this particular candle. That means the last weekly candle low, and then respect it. And then Thursday from the news, it probably start to expand higher or retrace higher. Sorry, not retrace higher, expand higher. Okay. Hence, want to see Monday or Tuesday chop, Wednesday soup, last week candle low, Wednesday soup, Monday plus Tuesday plus last week candle low, probably drawing OB plus W1 on ES2. Then Thursday expands higher. Yeah, but I won't expect the whole move. Let me say that again. Looking at this what I type here, right? I won't expect price to, oh okay, we draw the low of last week here, so price goes like this. This is what I'm not expecting. So this is Monday. So let's say Tuesday is another chop, right? I don't expect Wednesday to go below here, and then Thursday to start going higher, and then Friday go all the way up like that. Nope, this is not what I'm expecting. No. What I expect will be something like much less than that, right? I just want to see maybe Wednesday or Thursday is the one that draw the low of last week here. Same thing here. These two chart looks pretty similar. The only difference is that here got an extra level here, but this one already reached that level, which is this black color lines that you see. Okay, so I expect the whole week to just play out like this. Can it play out more than that? Possible. It can probably go as low as this, and then this whole week will just be a move lower. But again, seasonality wise, kinda lean towards chopping. And if it's chopping, you don't expect price to move quite big. It can move that big move and then start chopping also. That's still considered chopping. Yeah, but the thing is, it will be better to assume that this can happen than price to move very large range down and up. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, based on this chart alone, there's no bearishness yet. Okay, unless price close below this. Okay, now we are on daily chart, we can see a bit more clearer. Unless price, okay, unless for NQ price close below 5th November low, then I can be bearish. Here for ES, unless price can close below 4th November low, then I'll be bearish. Yeah, if it doesn't happen, that means price never ever drop below this low and close below it. By close, I mean that on the daily chart, it must close below. That means a candle will print like this, right? If I got a candle body that goes past this low, and then the low itself or the close itself is below this low, that's the point I get bearish. If that doesn't happen, I'm never bearish. Okay, this is the expectation on the daily chart. Right, so overall, since I'm only really bearish until I reach here, then technically speaking, I'm actually more neutral / bullish. Yeah, can I be pure neutral? Can, but this is not the case to be pure neutral. Yeah, because price is just hanging out on the discount level. So if price is hanging out on discount level, I'm more inclined to be bullish. Okay, the only reason why I'm neutral is for the fact that seasonality wise, this is a more a choppy kind of week. Yeah, hence I also include the fact that it could be neutral. If you expect price to be choppy, right, you don't want to be buying somewhere in the middle of the whole candle. Okay, that means if you expect the whole week's range, so if you look at this red color arrow that I draw, right, let's say you expect this is the whole week. That means this whole weekly candle is just going to do something like this only. You don't want to be buying or selling somewhere in the middle, because, hey, what are you trying to do? Because when you're in the middle, price can go higher and then come lower, or you can go lower and then go higher. So why do you want to expose yourself to that kind of bullshit price? What you might want to consider is maybe price to go to the extreme of what you think the range can be. So if let's say this is the full range that I expect to be, then I want to buy maybe closer to low, and then maybe target just the middle point. That will be enough for 1 day's worth of trade. Yeah, so the fact that you're neutral or expecting choppiness, you can frame something like this. Okay, I will avoid trading somewhere in between here. Yeah, it's gonna be hard unless you know what you're doing. Because all this analysis that I'm doing on the monthly, weekly, daily, right, you can replicate it on a 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, whatever. It will still come up to the similar conclusion for that time frame. Okay, so this expectation, all that I just said, is based on the daily chart. So daily chart need to show something, then I'm willing to do something. Okay, yeah, with that, that's for the weekly analysis. So back to the profiling, right? So just now I already typed it up already. So here, so I want to see Monday, chop. I want to see Tuesday, chop / draw Monday's low. It's possible, preferably chop. Wednesday, to really draw Monday / Tuesday low, plus possibly last Friday's low, right? Thursday, after drawing, I want it to respect it, so I want to see a wick on the Wednesday daily candle. Hopefully ending with a daily candle wicking this SSL. Right, Thursday starts expanding higher. Friday can be chopped or can continue expanding. However, expecting range to be limited. Counter plan, alternate narrative. Instead of just drawing the Friday's low, that means last week candle low, can price go so much lower? Possible, but I think less likely. So counter plan is not a, since I said I'm bullish and neutral, right? Doesn't mean my counter plan must be bearish. No. Counter plan should be price might retrace deeper than the OB plus W1 on ES at 5857. Yeah. That would make it because imagine if let's say price really go down a lot for the Wednesday move. If that's the case, then I will expect another round of some choppiness there, and then price start moving higher. So if you expect that after a big move, price to rest a bit and then start moving, right? If you're expecting that to happen, then you don't expect that the day itself will to start having a very big range. So the alternative plan is, so number one, price when retraces deeper than this 5857 on the ES, right? Hence, because the fact that it expanded more, then I would think that it's harder for Thursday to immediately show a reversal and start moving higher. Yeah, instead Thursday might start chopping again, and then maybe Friday got some move to prepare for next week for a proper move. Yeah. Okay. So what I anticipate. So if I can put this top plan here into a narrative, it will be hoping to see Tuesday or Wednesday low of week. Yeah, basically I just want to see the low of that weekly candle form on Tuesday or Wednesday. That's all. Okay, so this is the narrative for the, what's the narrative? This is what I expect to happen for the week. So we will see whether this was correct or not when the week unfolds. So I think that's all for this stream. Yeah. I'll be trying to trade the session itself, but yeah, I don't encourage it, so I'm not gonna stream it. So thank you for tuning in. Bye.